So as for the question, would I recommend the book? Absolutely. I thought it was a really sweet, heartwarming romance, perfect for anyone who loves a Christmassy Hallmark classic. Hi everyone, my name is Tara Aswell and today is Tuesday, which means it's time to discuss our Panic at the Book Club book of the week, which is Finding Christmas by Karen Schaler. If you like romance, fantasy, or even thriller, basically anything fiction book related, then I suggest you head on over to the channel's intro video, where you can find out more information on how you can take part in this online book club. We announce books at least 4 weeks in advance, and we accept your bookish feedback in a wide manner of ways. Post your comment below a video, send in a voice note, or even send me a short video clip of you discussing the book. Alternatively, you can just send me a direct message. This year, Emmy can't wait to share her favourite Christmas traditions with her boyfriend Grant, but when his hectic work life has him more bar humbug than ho ho ho, she creates a holiday-themed scavenger hunt to help him find his festive spirit. But Emmy's plan for a romantic trip backfires when a mix-up has the wrong guy showing up at Christmas Point. Sam, a best-selling mystery writer, thinks that Emmy's clever clues are from his agent to help him get over his epic writer's block. When the two come face to face, Emmy sees Sam as only the wrong guy, but Sam, intrigued by Emmy, decides to stay, hoping that the small, enchanting town will help to inspire a new book idea. When Grant keeps getting delayed at work, he tells Emmy to start doing the special Christmas activities she had planned without him. Emmy is disappointed until Sam joins her and she starts to wonder if the wrong guy is really Mr. Right. With Christmas coming in fast, Emmy will need magic of the season to help steer her heart in the direction of true love. So this is a spoiler-free part where first we'll discuss any spoiler-free points before moving on to a clearly marked section of the video which will contain spoilers and more specifics about the book. This was only my second ever time reading a Christmas book, and it was a lot more like typical Hallmark. It had a lot more Christmas than last week's Snowed In at the Cat Cafe, and I am not at all ashamed to admit that I really enjoyed it. So as usual, let's start with those chapter lengths. Most of them were very short and sweet. I think they were all like around 10 pages or under 10 pages. So ideal if you like to read a chapter before bed or on your commute to work. Although at 40 pages, you might want to read more than just one chapter before bed if you have any hope in finishing it before the holidays are over. Like most people around the holidays, I do have so much going on and I did intend to read this book as an audiobook. However, with that nowhere in sight, I just couldn't find it anywhere. I ended up getting it as an ebook, which honestly, I read mostly in one sitting. It did take me a little bit to get stuck in, but honestly, I think that was mostly just because my mind was preoccupied with everything else going on. So once I did finally get stuck in, I flew through it. Like, it was just so easy to read, but what I will say is that you don't really read these sort of books to be surprised. Like, they're all a little bit predictable, and this one was no exception. However, it was such a fun read, and it created a wonderful picture of Christmas Point, which is this small town that has fully gone into the Christmas spirit. I really liked the character development and the story itself. It was really sweet, and you know what? It was quite unique. I rated this 4.5 stars, and I was caught surprisingly off guard by just how much I enjoyed this one, considering that I do actually really like a cheesy Hallmark Christmas romance this time of year. I really shouldn't be that surprised that I enjoyed this read as much as I did. But honestly, if it wasn't for Panic at the Book Club, it probably wouldn't have really occurred to me to read a Christmas book, and both this one and last week's read really helped me get into that Christmas spirit. I loved the characters, and like any good festive romance, I was rooting for them right from the very start. If I had to compare this to any other book, I'm honestly not sure what I would compare it to, because I haven't read many Christmassy books, so I feel like I would just be comparing it for the sake of comparing it. Like, sure, in some ways it does actually remind me a little bit of Snowed In at the Cat Cafe, because there is this whole thing around You know, sometimes they're just not the right person for you, and that's okay. And in the end, hopefully finding that person that is right for you. So now we've reached that part of the video where I suggest if you haven't read this book yet, go do that first, because beyond this point there'll definitely be spoilers. So when we're first introduced to this character, Emmy, I honestly thought, this person might be a bit of a bitch. Like, she might be obsessed with Christmas, and I mean obsessed. Like, how many Christmas spirit wreaths does one person need? But where was her Christmas spirit? Also, if my friend messaged me for an emergency and I rock up and she just unapologetically needs help with her shopping, I would be a little bit annoyed. Like, you have to at least pretend to be a little bit apologetic for the fact that you've dragged me out just so that I can help you carry things. Just saying. But as I got to know the characters more, I could understand her and her love for the holidays. I could see just how much of a sweet and kind and thoughtful person she was. And to be honest, she reminds me a little bit of my friend Lauren, who is also absolutely obsessed with Christmas. Immediately. In fact, I think before we even met him, I knew that Grant was not the guy. If the best friend is that about him, like, you could just tell that she wasn't sold on Grant being the right one for her either. In fact, I think everybody could see it but Emmy. Like, I knew immediately after the disappointing reaction from the amazing Christmas spirit wreath that Emmy got Grant that actually Sam was going to appreciate the treasure hunt way more than Grant would in a million years. I just loved how excited Sam was over it, and I loved the whole premise of the gift being given to the wrong guy, only for him to turn out to be the right guy. It was just so predictable, but I loved every minute of it. I thought it was such a fun and sweet idea, and I really liked how it ended. You know, I think these two characters were just perfect for each other. I also really like how it didn't try and make Grant out to be this terrible bad guy. Like, sure, what he did wasn't great, but she knew that he was pretty much married to his work life, and that worked really well for them for a while, but they clearly just had different priorities. Like, I think she just had a really healthy outlook on all of that, and don't get me wrong, there were times where he really did annoy me, like, you had to go into work. Why? Because you knew that you were going on vacation. But again, the more you got to know them, the more you saw that actually, yes, his work was his number one priority. But then throwing away the Christmas spirit wreath to me was a huge no-no, and I don't know how she didn't call him a dick for that one. But what we really should be talking about here is the true MVP, because that was, without a doubt, Ruby and her dog Dasher. I think they were really well-written characters. They were so sweet, but then again, what about this book wasn't? I feel like I don't really have anything else to say about this one. I thought it was just so sweet and so wholesome, and I don't know, it was so Christmassy. It would definitely be one to help you get into that Christmas spirit. I love that in the end of the ebook, you do actually get the recipe for Emmy's snowball Christmas cookies. I love it when books do that level of detail. So I might actually have to make these cookies and see if they're as good as they made out. So as for the question, would I recommend the book? Absolutely. I thought it was a really sweet, heartwarming romance, perfect for anyone who loves a Christmassy Hallmark classic. It was easy to read and really well paced. I think it's perfect for your TBR if you're looking for a cute romance that has a lot, and I mean a lot, of Christmas. And will I be reading any more by Karen Schaler? I certainly wouldn't say no, however I don't think I'll be looking for any more this Christmas, but I might look at some of her others for next year. But let me know what you thought. Did you enjoy the book?
Happy Christmas! So I read Finding Christmas by Karen Schaler. I read Finding Christmas. I love Christmas, and if you love Christmas and you love proper cutesy, cheesy Christmas films and books, you'll love this one. Basically, if this is your vibe, I think you'll like it. It literally has everything a good, cheesy, Christmassy romance should have. It's got Christmas cookie making, it's got ice skating, it's got a cute Christmas dog. It has literally got everything. The book follows a girl called Emmy, who's a massive Christmas lover as well, and she books a holiday at Christmas Town, I think it's called, for her and her boyfriend, and she's organising a little Christmas scavenger hunt for her boyfriend. And the whole book basically follows Emmy, her boyfriend Grant, and a boy who's also staying at Christmas Town called Sam. So Emmy is so lovable, she's so relatable, she's so cute, and Sam, he's just a lovely guy, and I loved reading about Sam. Grant doesn't come across as the nicest guy, however, I don't think he's a bad person. I think it's just that him and Emmy, despite them being together for like however many years, they're just not really meant to be together, and they'll definitely be happier elsewhere. I don't know if Grant was supposed to be portrayed as a bad guy, but I suppose when I was reading it maybe I thought, oh, what a bit of an arsehole. But on reflection, he actually just wasn't a bad guy, he was just different to Emmy. I do think though, despite everything that went on in the book, everybody ended where they were supposed to end. It was a happy ending. I found the chapter lengths pretty good. It was a bit of a mixture, you'd had some shorter ones, some slightly longer, but they were pretty consistent the way through, and I really liked the chapter lengths, they didn't feel too long. So yeah, I did enjoy that. I will say though, the only thing, literally the only thing that I didn't like about this book was how much it says the word Christmas. I swear the word Christmas is on every single page, and I'm not even exaggerating. Literally, I remember opening the book, reading it, look, opened it up at a random page, there's the word Christmas. Literally. And I just remember thinking, every time I saw the word Christmas, I was like, Christmas? Christmas? Literally. It says Christmas a lot. A lot. That did bug me slightly, but it wouldn't put me off recommending this book or reading it again. So when everything's said and done, I rate Finding Christmas 4.5 stars. The only thing that's not making it a 5 is just how much it says the word Christmas. If you read it, you'll understand what I mean. Let's play a game again, shall we? Let's open it up. Christmas. Oh, I can see it twice. 3 times, wow. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. It says it a lot. A lot. Thanks for watching.
Next week we're discussing The Gift by Freida Mcfadden, so don't forget to get your thoughts and comments in by Thursday the 12th of December at the latest to be a part of the discussion. Yes, I will be doing it a little bit early this week just due to travelling around the holidays, but you can do it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram or Discord. Then we'll be kicking off the new year with Lightlark by Aster, but don't forget we do list the next 4 books down below along with the discussion dates. That way you can choose the genre that best suits you and the best time frame to read it in. Thank you all for joining, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, it's always appreciated, and I will see you next week. Bye!